Hi guys, thank you for joining me today. We are going to do a basic mat class. It's for everyone, everybody can join. We will focus on leg strength today, yeah? So just a little bit more leg work, a little bit better leg workout than we might normally do, yeah? So that's gonna be the focus today. Let's just start lying down. You can bend your knees, have your legs parallel, feet parallel, hip width apart. Just find your neutral pelvis and let your arms lie down your side. Let's just arrive here. Just take a couple of breaths. See if you can lengthen your neck a little bit more. If you can lengthen your spine. If you can open your collarbones a little bit wider, perfect. And then just take a long inhale here to find your sit bones, hip bones, ribs on your exhale. So just activating the front side and relax again to take an inhale. Again, finding sit bones, hip bones, ribs. And relax to take an inhale one more time. So on your exhale again, gathering now, tilt your pelvis and round to pull your lower abdominals up towards your belly button. And come back down to neutral. Good. Again, so exhaling, gathering for sit bones, hip bones, ribs, tilting and rounding. Good. Only from the abdominals. So try to relax your glutes to begin with. And come slowly back down. Good. One more time. So again, exhaling, gathering everything, tilting and rounding. Now stay here. Squeeze your glutes as much as possible. Tilt and round even more. Hold it here again. Take a long inhale. On your exhale, push your feet into the floor to roll slowly up into your pelvic curl. Good. Again, only coming as high as we can still keep that posterior tilt or still keep the abdominals active. Tilt and round a little bit more just to roll slowly all the way back down onto your mat. Good. One more time. So again, exhaling, sit bones, hip bones, ribs, lower abdominals, glutes, and push the feet into the floor and come slowly up into your pelvic curl. Perfect. Tilt around just a little bit more. Now stay there. See if you can find that pull of your heels. So it's almost a feeling of your heels pulling towards your pelvis or your knees pushing away from you. Good. And round a little bit more to roll slowly back down. Good. Again, exhaling, tilting and rounding. See if you can get that feeling all ready to begin with. Of your heels pulling towards yourself. That should make your hamstrings work a little bit better. Now see if you can find your inner thighs, your big toes in the floor as well. And come slowly back down. Perfect. We're going to do one more time. So stay up there again. Exhaling, tilting and rounding. Pushing the feet into the floor. Pulling the heels even more. Good. Now stay and hold it. Stretch your arms to the ceiling. Relax your shoulders into the mat. And then from here, I'm going to pull my heels so much towards my pelvis that you can actually see me moving. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 centimeters forwards. And then I'm just going to relax a little bit again. So tilt and round even more. Again, pull yourself forward. So almost pulling the knees all the way over your toes. And coming slowly back. So I'm pushing the weight or pulling the weight more over my feet to really feel that hamstring work. And then relaxing a little bit so I have a little bit more weight over my shoulders. Let's take 2 more. So again, pulling the heels towards the pelvis even more, even more, even more. Perfect. And relaxing just a little bit. See if you can tilt it around just a tiny bit more last time. Pulling those heels towards your pelvis. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep pulling as much as possible. And now squeeze your knees together. And open back up. Good. Again. Exhale. Squeeze your knees together. And open. Good. Let's just take 3 more. Squeezing the knees together should feel your glutes now working even more than before. Last two. And open. Perfect. Last one. Squeeze your knees together. Keep it. So the knees are squeezing together. The heels are pulling. Now just lower your pelvis 1 centimeter down to push it back up again. And again, 1 centimeter down. And push it up. The same time, squeezing the knees. Pulling from the heels. Good, guys. Let's take 3 more. And 2. Good. Last one is going to stay up and hold it here. Push those knees together. Pull your heels. Perfect. Open your knees back up to parallel. Lift your pelvis a little bit higher. Tilt and round even more. Lower slowly back down. Good. So I really feel my hamstrings now, my glutes now. Hope you do the same. Interlace the fingers. Keep your arms towards the ceiling. And I'll just lift your right leg up into your tabletop. And the left leg up as well. Just gonna stay here into the tabletop. Nothing else than just pushing the feet, the knees together. And then relax a little bit for a second. Still keeping that abdominal connection. Again, push your feet, your knees, your inner thighs together. Perfect. And just relax for a second. 3 more. So pushing the feet, the knees together, keep squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. And a small pause. 2 more, pushing feet and knees together, go, 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 go. And a small pause, last time. Pushing feet and knees together, good. Now hold that squeeze. Bring both knees over to your right side, still squeezing your legs together. Now going a little bit into some oblique work. And then pull your knees back into center. Good. Other side. So we can now take a little inhale over to your side. Long inhale here. To exhale, bring the knees back into center. Perfect. Other side. Again, a long inhale. Keep squeezing those knees. And then use your obliques to pull your legs back into center. Good. One more time here. Going over to your second side. A long inhale. And exhale. Coming back into center. Good. Gonna change it up a little bit. Same beginning. Going over to your first side. Now stay and hold it. Keep squeezing your legs together. Now stretch them long. So I'm stretching them out in the diagonal. Bending it back down. And coming back into center. Nice other side. Going slowly over. Take an inhale here. Exhale to stretch your legs long. Inhale to bend them back down. And exhale, come back into center. We're going to do that one last round. Going over to the right. Good. Inhaling. Exhale to stretch the legs longer. Good. Bend them back down. And pull it into center. Good. Very last time. Over to the other side. Good. Stretch them long. Bend them back down. Good, guys. And come back into center. Now hold it here. Tip your right toes into the floor. Keep your neutral spine. And then change your legs in the air. Going for our single leg changes. And exhale. Good. And exhale. And exhale. Perfect. Good. Let's take 8 more. And 7. And 6. And 5. Last 4. And 3. And 2. Last 1. Coming up to the tabletop. Hold it here. Squeeze your legs, your knees together. And bring your hands behind your head. Take a long inhale here to prepare. And exhale, find your armpits. Lift your head off the floor. Come up in a nice long chest lift. See if you can keep your neutral pelvis. Take an inhale to lift a little bit higher. And lower back down on your exhale. Good. Again, a long inhale. Exhaling, lifting up. Inhale to maybe lift a little bit higher. And exhale to lower down. Good, guys. Last one. Take an inhale. Exhaling to lift up, slowly up. Hold it here. Find those armpits again. Pulling the ribs a little bit further down towards the hip. Now stretch the right leg forward to exhale. And change your legs in the air. Good. And again, changing. And changing. Good. Let's take 8 more. And 7. And 6. And 5. Good. Last 4. And 3. And 2. Last 1. Come back into center. Hold it here. Grab behind your thighs. Lift yourself just a little bit higher up. And then bring your knees to your chest. Slow it down. Take a breath here. You can swing a little bit from right to left if you feel like it. Good. Perfect. And then from here, just place 1 foot at a time into the mat. Stretch your legs long. And then lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Shoulders down. Squeeze your feet together. See if you can activate your inner thighs. And then from here, lift your head. Shoulders up, body off the floor, up into your chest lift. Keep tilting and rounding and roll slowly all the way up to sit. Keep rounding, keep scooping those lower abdominals. And roll the same way back down again. So into our roll up, really in slow motion. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Perfect. Lifting the arms. Head down. And again. So arms are lifting. Taking the head, the shoulders off the mat. To come all the way up to sit. Really keep tilting and rounding. And rounding. And rounding. Good. And slowly back down onto the mat. Really, really good, guys. If you need to, you can grab onto your legs. Use your arms, but really see if you can keep that work in your abdominals. Lifting up, rolling up all the way. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Good. And slowly back down. It's really, really nice. We just have one last time. Lifting the arms all the way up and over. Last time. Coming up. Head, shoulders, upper body. Rolling all the way up to sit. Keep scooping and scooping and scooping. And come all the way up to sit tall. Good. From here, you can open your arms to the side. Just have my fingertips in the floor. See if you can really come all the way up to sit tall. Now flex the right foot. Keep that nice long tall back and just lift that leg off the floor, maybe 1 centimeter, and back down. Again, lift it up. There's a whole lot of thigh work and slowly back down. Good. Let's take 3 more. Lifting up and down. Last 2. So lifting up and lifting the crown of the head even higher. And now last time, lifting the leg up. Keep it there, keep it there, keep it there. And bring the leg back down. Shake it out if you need to. It could cramp a little bit, so it's actually quite a lot of quite intense work there. Good. Stretch that foot. Let's change. Left foot flexing. Make that back even longer, even stronger. And then lift the left leg up. To lower back down. Again, lift it up. And slowly back down. Just have 3 more here. Lifting up. And slowly down. Last 2. Good. And the last one. Keep it, keep it, keep it. And bring the leg back down. Just shake it out. Good, guys. Perfect. From here, flex your feet, open your legs a little bit wider. We're going into spinal articulation. If you need to come a little bit higher up to sit on your sit bones, that's what we're going for. You can bend your knees a little bit if you need to. Bring your hands behind your head, shoulders down and long back. And then from here, just bring your elbows forward, chin to your chest. And just rounding slowly down towards the floor. So just rolling through the spine as far as possible. Good. Take an inhale here. And exhaling, finding the abdominals first and then rolling slowly all the way back up to sit. Good. Open elbows wide. Let your head rest into your hands. Lift your eyes. Lift your chest bones. We're going into the small sitting back extension. And coming into center. Perfect. Again. Elbows forward. Chin to your chest. Rolling slowly down. So really trying to move every single vertebrae at the time. Good. Rolling slowly up. So one vertebrae at the time. Perfect. All the way up to sit. Open elbows. Lift the eyes to nose to chest bone. Push your chest bone forward and up. Forward and up. Forward and up. Perfect. And come into the center. From here, just turning, rotating over to one side and going to my right. Keeping the elbows as they were. Keep the pelvis as it were. Come into center. So it's only my spine moving. I'm rotating around my spine and into center. Good. Last time. Turning and rotating again over to the first side. Good. Now stay here. Stretch your back even longer. And turn and rotate just a little bit more. Good. Stay there. A long inhale again to lift yourself taller. And turn and rotate just a tiny bit more. And come into center. Perfect. Other side. Turning and rotating. Shoulders away from the ears. Stay and hold it. Make yourself even taller. And then rotate just 1 centimeter more. Good. Keep it here. Long inhale to lift. And exhale to rotate a tiny bit more. Last time. Lift yourself tall. Turn and rotate just 1 more time. And come all the way back into center. Perfect. Now stretch your feet long. Close your legs like we did before. Stretch your arms forward. Tilt and round. And then roll slowly all the way back down onto your mat. Let your arms come down into the mat. Bend your knees again like we did before. Hip width apart. Parallel position. We're going into our pelvic curl again. Now working a little bit single leg instead. Yeah. So from here, again, just finding that abdominal connection. Exhaling, tilting, rounding and rolling slowly up. Good. So now really focus on a stable pelvis, on the abdominals. Push your arms into the floor and lift your right leg up into your tabletop. Hold it here. Keep it here. Perfect. And bring the leg back down again to change. Left leg lifting up. My pelvis hasn't moved at all. Keep it, keep it, keep it. And bring the leg back down. Perfect. 1 more round. Tilt and round. Lift the right leg up. Keep it here. Good. And bring it back down. Left leg. Don't forget to breathe. Lift it up. Good. Perfect. And bring the leg back down again. Stay here. Tilt and round again as much as possible. 1 more time. Lifting the right leg up and keep it here. Tip the toes into the floor and lift it back up. Gonna do 3 more. 2 lift. Last 2. 2 lift. And the last one to lift it up. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And bring the foot back into the floor. Tilt it around even more. And lift the left leg up. So we have 4 times tipping the foot into the floor and lift it back up. Again, tip it down and lift it up. Last 2, almost there. Tip it. And the last one. Lift it up. Hold it here. Tilt it around more. Bring your foot back into the floor. and roll all the way back down onto the mat. Now from here, just turn on to your side. I will be lying on my right side if that's any help for you. Gonna start with 2 long legs. Just bring your feet a little bit in front of your hips. Your lower arm is under your head and your top hand can be in the floor or on the side of your legs. Good. Just working the side, the obliques a little bit more here, so stretching the legs even longer. Lifting the legs off the floor, only as high as you can still keep your hip bones on top of each other, and lower back down. Good. Again, stretching the legs longer to lift, and slowly down. Good. Again, lift it up. Good. Now keep it here. As we're gonna lower the legs down, I'm gonna lift my arm up and over the head, like a little ballerina here. Good. And then lifting legs. Arm, I'm gonna push my hand onto my thighs. And again, so a little coordination work, lowering the legs. Moving the arm, again, lifting the legs. Floating the arm, good. Just reach onto your thigh. And let's take 2 more. Lowering the leg, good. And lifting back up. And let's take a last time, lowering down, good guys. And coming all the way back. Now keep it here. Keep the legs in the air. Find your abdominals again. Now stretch the arm to the ceiling. Shoulder back down, good. And just lower your lowest leg down towards the floor and lift it back up. Again, so lower leg is gonna come down and up again. Nice. Let's just take 3 more and 2 more and up. Good guys. Last time. Lift it up to hold it. See if you can bring both legs just a little bit higher. And now bend your lower knee. Place it onto the mat. Bring your top hand in your waist. Flex the top foot. Now push out through your heel. You might want to move around a little bit. Good. So lengthen the leg. Make it as long as even possible. I pushed out through my heel that much that my top hip is getting, or my top waist is getting longer. My lower waist just moved a little bit away from the mat. Perfect. Turn the toes just a little bit inward or towards the mat. And then lift the leg just a little bit higher up. See how high can you lift the leg without moving your hip. And lower all the way down. Again, stretch it long to lift. And slowly back down. Good. Let's just take 3 more. Stretch it long to lift. And slowly down. Last 2. Stretch it long to lift. And slowly down. Last time. Stretch it long to lift. And keep it here. So really going for that outside thigh, the glutes, working quite a lot. Now push out a little bit more, kick the foot forward, keep your neutral pelvis, and bring it back again. Only that. Kick it forward, keep the height, and slowly back. So we're going for this hip bend or hip flex. So keep your pelvis neutral as it is. You need to stick out your bum as soon as the leg is coming forward. Last time, kick it forward. Keep it here. Turn your toes to the floor. Come all the way down to touch. And lift it up. Again to touch. And up. Down to touch. And up. Let's take 8 more. And 7. Good. Last 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. Last 1. Hold it here. Make the leg longer. Stick out your butt from here. Just lifting up and up and up and up. Last 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it. Bring the leg back where we started. Flex the foot again. Make it longer to lift, longer to lift, longer to lift. and lower it all the way down. Just bend your leg. You can clap it out a little bit. Really, really good job. Now we're gonna change the legs. So we're gonna stretch the lower leg as long as possible and bringing the top leg just a little bit in front of you. Find a comfortable position for your top leg. If you want to hold on to the leg, you can do that. Just place it somewhere where it can relax, yeah? Hips on top of each other. Now flex the foot on the lower leg to lengthen and lift. Point the foot, flex it again, and lower it down. Nice. So going for the inner thighs, lifting up, 2 point, 2 flex, and lower. Good. 3 more. Lift it, point, flex, and lower. Last 2, and lift, point, flex, and lower. Good, guys. Last time. Lift it up, point, flex, and hold it here. We're gonna make teeny tiny beautiful circles around. Really try to keep your hips still. Only the legs moving. Good. Let's take 5 more here. 4. Don't forget to breathe. 3 more. 2. And last one, going the other way around. So same circles here. Good. Keeping the rest of the body still. Keeping the abdominals active. Let's take 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and the last one, hold it here. Teeny tiny pulses lifting up, 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 up. Good. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good. 3, 2, and hold it, hold it, hold it. And lower all the way down. Perfect, guys. Now just bend your knees. Use your hands. Push yourself up into your mermaid stretch. So taking the arm we were just lying on, lift it up and over the ceiling. Just take 2 long deep breaths here. Like always, just look for your best stretch. You maybe want to look up towards the ceiling. Maybe want to look down towards the floor. Whatever feels good to you. And then come all the way up to sit. Now swing the back leg in front of you. So we're going for this open tailor sit. If that's not possible for you, you can go for a classical glute stretch. Otherwise, if you're going for the tailor sit, just slowly round forward. Let your head rest. Your shoulders just hang and relax. And see if you can find that stretch onto that glute that's just been working quite a lot. You can play a little bit around with it. Maybe you want to round your back. You can also try to hyperextend a little bit to stick out your bum. You can move yourself a little bit over to your right side. I think that's my best stretch here. It might be to the other side. Good. And then roll yourself all the way back up to sit. And let's go and do the other side. Good. So I will be lying now on my left side. We started with the lower arms straight. Legs nice and long on top of each other. Abdominals active. You decide where you want to keep your top arm. Good. So from here, just stretch your legs even longer and float both legs off the floor. So you can have a long exhale here. And slowly lower down. Good. Again, stretching the legs longer to lift. And slowly down. Perfect. Again, stretch it longer to lift. Good. And as you're lowering the legs, now move your top arm all the way up and over your head like a little ballerina. Good. And then lifting arm and leg. Keep going with your arm. Press your hand onto your thighs. And again, so just a little arm coordination here with the legs. Again, lifting up. And lower back down. Good. So the arm is just floating. The shoulder is nice and relaxed. We're really working that top waist or the top obliques. Good. Let's go for 2 more. So again, floating the legs off the floor. Perfect. And lowering back down. Good, guys. Take it last time here. Lift it up. Now keep the legs as they are. Lift the arm up towards the ceiling. Shoulder away from the ears. Good. The lower leg is going to come down to touch the mat and lift it back up. Good. Again, slowly down. And up. So just warming up those inner thighs. We just have 3 more here. And up. Last 2. And up. Good. Last one. Lower down. To lift it back up. Keep it here. So if you can lift your legs just a little bit higher. Perfect. Now bend your lower knee. Place it onto the mat. Top hand in your hips. Flex the top foot. And now push out through that foot. Good. So finding this long top waist, lower waist, have a little bit space under there. Perfect. Now turn your toes just a little bit towards the floor. Lift the leg a little bit higher. See how high can the leg go without the hip moving. And then slowly lower down. Perfect. Again. Stretch it longer to lift. And slowly down. Good. Just have 3 more here. Stretch it longer to lift. So my top waist is long, my lower waist is long. And down. Let's take 2 more. Stretch it longer to lift. Good, guys. And coming down. Last one. Stretch it longer to lift. Now keep it here. We're going to stick the bum out as we're kicking the leg forward. And bring it back. So I'm sticking my tailbone back to just keep that neutral pelvis, yeah? So I'm really trying to avoid this tuck under. Good. And back again. Let's take 2 more. Make the leg longer. And back. Perfect. Last time. Make it longer. Stay there. Turn the toes to the floor. Now come down to touch. And lift. And touch. And lift. And touch. And lift. We're going to have 8 more here. And 7. Don't forget to breathe. Last 6. And 5. Good. Last 4. And 3. And 2. And the last one. Hold it here. 2 long waist. Stick your bum out and lift your foot up and up and up and up. Last 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2, and hold it. Bring the leg back where we started. Flex the foot, lift it up. So lengthen to lift, lengthen to lift, lengthen to lift. Perfect. And lower down. Good, guys. Just bend the leg for a second. You can clap it out if you need to. And now we're going into our inner thigh work. So we're going to stretch the lower leg to flex the foot. Top leg is going to be in front of you. Wherever you feel like, okay? You can have your top hand in front of you or in your hips. That's up to you. Flex that lower foot. Stretch the leg even longer to lift. To point the foot. To flex the foot. And lower. Nice. Again. Lift it up. Point. Flex. And lower. Just 3 more. And lift. Point, flex, and lower. 2 more. Lift, point, flex, and lower. Last one. Lift, point, flex to stay. The small circles around. Good. So I'm going to keep pushing out through the heel. I'm going to make these nice round circles here. Let's just take 5 more. 3, 2, good, and the last one, other way around. So keep the abdominals active. Keep the rest of the body still and stable. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it there. Teeny tiny pulses lifting up, 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 up. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it, hold it, Hold it, good guys. Lower the leg back down. Now bend both knees. Use your hands to push yourself up into your mermaid sit. Take that arm you're just lying on. Lift it up, bend over and take. Don't forget to breathe, okay? Good. Take this nice long stretch. And breathe. So you can look a little bit up towards the ceiling. You can turn a little bit down towards the floor. That's up to you. Good. Come all the way back up. Now bring the back leg in front of you. Again, going for this open tailor sit, if that's all right for you and your knees. Otherwise, take this classical glute stretch instead. So you can just slowly round forward, hang over your legs, relax your neck, your shoulders, your arms, and just play a little bit around with the pelvis position. So you might want to move a little bit over to one side, see if you have a better stretch there. To the other side, you can stick your tailbone out a little bit, you can round your back instead, so that's all up to you. And just roll slowly back up to sitting. And then we're just going to finish off lying on the stomach, doing a little bit of back work. Good, so you can just come onto your stomach to lie. Let's actually start with a little bit of hamstring glute work. So you can just have your hands on top of each other and you can rest your forehead onto your hands. Yeah, so still just a little bit of activation in your upper body. You can try to find your armpits a little bit here. Good. Then from here, just bring your feet hip width apart. Find your abdominals, so your hip bones are pulling together. Good. From here, just stretch your right leg as long as possible without moving the pelvis. Lift the leg just 1 centimeter off the floor and stretch it longer. Now see if you can lift it just 1 centimeter more without the hips moving. And lower it back down again. Good. Other side, so left leg is just stretching long to lift, just 1 centimeter. Keep the hips equally heavy into the mat. Lift it a little bit higher. And lower back down again. Perfect. Now both knees together, stretch them long, and then lift the legs just 1 centimeter off the floor. Abdominals active. See if you can lift them just 2 centimeters higher without squeezing and pushing into your lower back. And lower back down. Good, guys. 2 more. Again, stretching the knees long, floating the legs off. And you really don't have to lift that high before the whole backside is working. See if they can just float 1 centimeter higher up. Stretch them even longer. And lower back down. Good. Last time. Stretching both legs longer to float off. It's really 1 centimeter. And then see if they can come 1 centimeter higher. Perfect. Now keep it here. Keep your knees off the floor and just bend your knees instead. Flex your feet and have the feeling of pushing the ceiling away with the sole of your feet. So see if you can lift your legs 1 centimeter higher and lowering down. Again, lifting the legs up. That's a tiny movement. And lower down. Good, guys. 3 more. Lifting up. And up. Last 2. Pushing the sole of the feet up towards the ceiling. And down. Last time. Pushing up. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And lowering the knees all the way back down. Stretching the legs long. And then from here going into a little bit back work. So you can keep your legs active still. Just finding the armpits. Pull them down towards your hip. Keep your arms on the floor. Now just lift your head off the hands. pull your chest bone forward and up. So really use your arms to pull your chest even further forward. Good. And slowly lower back down. Good. Again, abdominals active. Armpits are pulling down. Lift yourself slowly up. Think about length. Chest bone forward and up. Forward and up. Forward and up. Nice. And lower back down. Good, guys. One more time here. Abdominals active. Armpits pulling down. Pushing the chest forward and up. Don't use your arms to lift. Use them to pull yourself forward. Good. Stand, hold it. Now one more time. Stretch both legs longer to float them 1 centimeter off the floor. Chest bone forward and up. See if they can come 1 centimeter higher. And lower your legs. Back down again. Chest bone forward and up. One more time. Stretching the legs longer to float off the floor. Only 1 centimeter. Keep it. Lift the legs 1 centimeter higher. Abdominals active. Armpits pulling down a nice long back. And lower the legs. Very last time. Stretching the legs longer to lift, lift, and lift, and lift. Nice, guys. And lower the legs. Lower the upper body down. Really, really nice. Just use your hands. Push yourself back into your rest position. You can open your knees as wide as you need to. Arms forward and just take a nice long stretch here. Good, guys. Just roll yourself all the way up to sit. That was it for today. A nice leg workout. I hope you could feel your hamstrings, your quads, your glutes working a little bit extra than normal. Thank you so much for joining me today on the mat. I hope to see you soon again.